was just all doubles, and I was like, it's just really hard to.
Yeah, totally. Did you do marching band or any of that sort of stuff?
No, never. So that's why like this whole experience playing
that kind
of stuff
totally,
lined up with someone is like I've never had to do that.
Yeah, because I only did 2 years of marching band when I was in high school, but that was like the big thing was just like, you know, making sure that it all lines up because yeah, you can be playing something perfectly, but if you're not lined up with, you know, that the 5 or 6 other snare drums that are around you, it just sounds like just a bunch of mush. And that's a whole skill in of itself to like do that. And like
some of the like modern drumline people that I did these with said you'll never see it like that anymore. It's only, even if it's single strokes for multiple measures at a time, everything is going to be written out with the sticking. You're never going to just be given that
interesting
slightest hint of interpretation freedom.
Yeah,
it's just exactly how
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I guess that makes sense in the world that they're in because, like, you know, yeah, there has to be 6 people all lined up together, and if there is room for interpretation, like there is in this, you know, like it can be hard to like get everybody on the same page, but if everything is just exactly written out as it is, then it's like this is exactly how it's supposed to be.
The interpretation is just the director's interpretation.
Yeah, totally.
And you do it exactly that way.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one felt good.
That felt pretty good.
Yeah.
I had, I think it was this right here. I just had like a...
Sure, just like
stay here until I can reset to the next
one. I've had a few of those too, though. That's kind of the cool thing about doing this with you is, you know, like when I practice this on my own, it's like it's really easy to just be like, yeah, I got it. Like, cool, we're playing through this and feels good. It's all with the metronome. It's all with that. But when you put a different person with it, there's so many other things that you have to start to consider and different ways that you start using your brain in terms of listening and putting your ears other places rather than just like going on autopilot and listening to yourself. But it's like, okay, how am I relating what I'm doing to over here? And I think it brings a whole different level of understanding these pieces actually when you do them with someone else because yeah, you have another person that's there to check you in some way too. Like when I practice this stuff just on my own, I'm practicing it for technique's sake, and that's what I'm getting out of it. I mean musicality too, but like what it really does engaging with a different person is it engages those like muscles in your ears and your head and everything like that that you're going to be using when you're playing like, you know, a 3-hour jazz gig or whatever you're playing with your band or something like that, because you're engaging those listening skills into being like, how am I relating to what's around me, and how do I, with what I'm with what I have and what I do, how do I make, you know, the whole thing sound better? It's not just about me and like what I can do and what I can make sound good. You know, I'm not, you know, doing everything around the drum set and like not caring about the saxophone player or the bass player, but it's like, wait, how do I make that groove sound good with the bass player? Like, it's the same thing. Like, even though like playing separate things, like you're still thinking about when you're playing with a bass player as it being a whole thing. Like I'm playing, you know, swinging with a bass player and what they're walking, I'm thinking about that as one rather than like separate, you know, and so engaging those muscles I think is really cool about doing it like this.